Has the rotavirus vaccine been effective? Do I need to vaccinate if my birds naturally caught the disease? Does the vaccine spread the virus? The release of the vaccine for Australian pigeon rotavirus has been a blessing for many pigeon fanciers. However, it has also brought up many questions that need answers. It has been almost 6 months and most of a racing season since the vaccine for rotavirus was released, so I feel that now would be a good time to do a follow-up video on the topic. To make sure you're fully up to date with the virus situation, I'd urge you to ensure you've watched my original video on rotavirus, which I have linked to in the video description and at the end of this video. Also, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss another update. Now, let's tackle a few common questions about the vaccine and virus. Is the vaccine effective? The current version of the vaccine has not proven to be 100% effective. However, it does seem to have provided a level of protection that many fanciers have been happy with. It does seem to have lowered the mortality rate from somewhere near 50% down to 0 to 1%. And vaccinated birds who do contract the virus do not appear to carry any permanent damage once the disease passes. It is worth remembering that this is a brand new, relatively untested vaccine that was rushed into use due to the urgent need. The scientists working on the vaccine are constantly taking feedback and are able to develop a stronger or more effective vaccine in the future based on data and knowledge gathered in this first release. It is also noteworthy that fanciers may not always administer the vaccine correctly, so they may be under the impression that their birds are vaccinated, when in reality they are not fully protected. Do pigeons who have caught rotavirus need to be vaccinated? Birds who have caught and recovered from a genuine rotavirus infection generally develop an immunity to the disease, so it is not always necessary to vaccinate them. That being said, there is also no harm in vaccinating them, and doing so will ensure they do have adequate immunity. These birds definitely should have their annual booster shots. Do pigeons need 2 vaccine shots? Yes. Pigeons who haven't been vaccinated for rotavirus or exposed to the disease in the past do need 2 shots. Sufficient immunity to protect a bird from the virus does not develop until after the 2nd injection. Once a bird has received its 2 shots, only 1 yearly booster is necessary. Can vaccinated birds carry the virus? Yes. Despite having immunity to the effects of rotavirus, vaccinated birds can still carry the virus and transmit it to unprotected pigeons. Because of this, it is recommended to vaccinate all pigeons in the loft together. Does the vaccine spread rotavirus? No. The vaccine is not live, so unlike pigeonpox, the vaccine cannot transmit the disease to other pigeons. As mentioned earlier though, vaccinated pigeons can still pick up and transmit the virus to unvaccinated birds. Does the vaccine give instant immunity? No. As mentioned earlier, 2 shots are required to confer immunity, and this immunity develops in the 3 to 4 weeks following the 2nd injection. Because of this, biosecurity procedures should be maintained until about a month after the vaccination is complete. Is the vaccine safe for pigeons and people? Yes. There haven't been any reported instances of pigeons having a bad reaction to the vaccine. Obviously, humans shouldn't be injected with the vaccine, but accidental exposure shouldn't cause any harm. If exposure occurs, you're best to see a doctor as a precaution. Should multiple vaccines be given together? It could be tempting to try to save time by giving a pigeon multiple vaccines on the same day. However, it is not recommended to give any other vaccines, such as pox or PMV, at the same time as a rota injection, and vaccines should definitely not be mixed in a syringe. It is best to wait at least a week between different injections. Can the vaccine be given orally? The vaccine is not designed to be administered orally and should be injected as directed. Do wild pigeons catch rotavirus? Yes, wild pigeons do catch rotavirus. There are an abundance of recorded cases of feral or wild pigeons with rotavirus infections. Some people have been proposing that the fact that feral pigeons still exist proves that they are somehow immune to the disease, and that only domestic pigeons are susceptible. This is not a logical conclusion. Remember, not all domestic pigeons who contract rotavirus die, and wild pigeons are the same. When dealing with a vaccine as new as rotavirus, new details and questions are constantly coming up. I will endeavour to keep making video updates as more information comes to hand. I have also left a link in the description to a document of frequently asked questions by Dr. Mark White, which is a valuable resource and I'd encourage you to read it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this update. If you found it helpful, please consider pressing the like button. Also remember that the original rotavirus video is still available if you need a refresher on the disease situation more broadly.